Hey, bam, back in the building. We made it podcast. About to do this recap of Arsenal versus Manchester City. I'm recording on my phone here. Usually I record on the laptop, but Caesar stole the mic so he can Twitch, or so he can be on Twitch. We made it C's on Twitch, and make sure you check out Mufasa's Taquitos, the homie on Twitch. But this is Bam. We made a podcast, YouTube video exclusive. Got to make sure I look here and out of the mirror. But yeah, big game today. Arsenal versus City. I guess that's still a big game. I was not expecting anything from Arsenal, but I did figure out what Arsenal is doing. So let's get into it. Arsenal versus Man City. Big game, North London. Was happy finally. Freddie, whatever, Lundberg or something like that. He's finally starting Guendouzi and Torreira together. Unai Emery would rarely do. I don't want to say rarely, but he wouldn't do that enough. I think those two really excellent midfielders got to be starting together more often. But he did start Ozil, and he did leave Lacazette on the bench the entire game. But I knew what he was doing, and I know what Unai Emery was doing too. But I think he just went about it the wrong way. But we're gonna get into it in a second after we get into this game. Game starts, wow, second minute, Kevin De Bruyne, nice goal. It was a nice run by Fernandinho. Fernandinho got the ball up. He did a really good through pass to Gabriel Jesus, put on his left foot, crossed it back, and KDB just put it in there. It was really cool because when you see the replay, you see Raheem Sterling like laying on the ground so he doesn't get in the way. I thought that was really funny. But it was a really nice goal by Kevin De Bruyne. Anybody who watched the game know he was turned up today. Oh, then I noticed that Benjamin Mendy was starting, and I was like, okay, that's a good thing for Arsenal. I'm like, if Mendy's starting, that's just a mistake waiting to happen. I was wrong. But they also showed a stat that said Arsenal has the least amount of clean sheets in EPL this season. They've only had 2. I'm like, damn, dog, that's really a shame. But yeah, 15th minute, I put that Lucas Torreira's running around a lot. He was really active early. But right after I wrote that, in the 15th minute, another goal, Manchester City. Raheem Sterling had a nice assist. Raheem Sterling scored on a nice assist by Kevin De Bruyne. After a Pepe pass was intercepted, then I think it was really funny because Pepe's pass gets intercepted. I can't remember by who. I think it was Fernandinho. And then Pepe's trying to pressure whoever has the ball, and then City get the ball out. And Pepe's so mad, somebody was supposed to be there to pressure this other player so they couldn't pass the ball out. He's all mad. It's like, dog, yours is the pass that got intercepted. Don't be getting mad at anybody else. City goes down, and what happened on that goal? I just remember. I think Kevin De Bruyne crossed it, and I feel like it got a little bit deflected, but ended up falling right to Raheem Sterling. So yeah, 2-0, 15th minute. I put right then, I was like, Pepe and Ozil make Arsenal so much worse, but I feel like let me wait for the Ozil talk. We can skip some of this stuff. Oh man, Pepe, dude. Oh, Pepe. There was in the 20th minute, Pepe's on the right wing. Obviously, he's extremely left-footed. He's over there. He's supposed to be able to do his thing. Kevin De Bruyne gets the cookies off of him. I'm like, dog, you're not even good, dude. In the 27th minute, I put Pepe so bad. How wrong was I? I mean, I don't. You want to give somebody one season to be able to fit into EPL, but I'm like, dog, EPL is not that hard. A lot of players come from France. Guendouzi came from Ligue 2 and come in one of the best midfielders in EPL. If Pepe can't do it by now, dude, you're really bad. I don't want to say he's trash, but Caesar will get mad at me. Let's see. Oh, then the 40th minute, another goal. Kevin De Bruyne, great left foot shot. It was while Arsenal had 10 men on the field. Kolasinac got hurt and he was off, and they weren't able to make their sub yet. And then Kevin De Bruyne had a beautiful left foot shot, curler. Man, he's so 2-footed. But I think he's so 2-footed because his dominant foot is his right foot still. If his dominant foot was his left foot still, he wouldn't be that 2-footed. Everybody knows this. Don't play with me. So yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, 2 goals and an assist. Wow, like what else you got to do to get man of the match? Really thugging it out. Right after that, I put in the 43rd minute, he almost got another one too. Bernd Leno saved it. I think he saved it off the crossbar, but it was another good shot by Kevin De Bruyne, right on target. Right after that, actually, I put Arsenal in the halftime really bad. Arsenal did start the second half with a little bit more energy, but it just wasn't going to happen. 56th minute, Bernardo Silva came on for Phil Foden, who I got a good look at. I'm going to go ahead and I didn't get a good enough look, but I do feel like Phil Foden is black. Like at least as black as Trippier. So we're thinking like a quarter here, maybe. I don't know. I got to get another couple good looks at him. I feel like the way he his posture and stuff makes him more black too. But we'll see about him. I got to ask Caesar about that. Oh my goodness, 59th minute. Okay, you know what? All right, the game was pretty much over, obviously. I had some things to say about Martinelli. Martinelli, he was really energetic. He was running his work rate is outstanding, is what I put about Martinelli. And I think he's probably learned some of that from watching Lacazette, who has really great work rate the entire matches. For whatever reason, he didn't play today. He was looking salty on the bench, but I would too. What else? 83rd minute, the City fans were doing olays to the Arsenal. You got to feel really whack if you're playing a home match and the away fans are doing really loud olays. Like, that's really rough. Okay, so let's get into this. 59th minute, some dude named Smith Rowe is going to come on for Ozil. Ozil's getting subbed in the 59th minute. Yo, in the like on watching it on TV, he was getting booed so hard. People were like, "Get the F off, get off." Like it was so bad. And then Ozil's mad, of course, like he did anything during the match. And he like comes off the pitch, he like kicked his gloves. Like Ozil, okay, like I'm gonna talk about Ozil as a player, and then I'm gonna talk about what I know that either it's Freddie or Arsenal's doing, like the Arsenal brass. Ozil makes Arsenal so much worse. I've said this a million times already. He plays really slow, and the way that he is playing, it's just not how EPL is. Like EPL, like you're playing against teams that run a lot. Everybody's got super stamina. They can run the entire match. Even Kevin De Bruyne, he doesn't look like some workout warrior. At the end of the match, he's still running around. And Ozil just makes Arsenal play so slow. And he has a really poor attitude. Like, he just is slumpy and mopey. And, like, you can't have that when you're trying to have a new, young, energetic team. Like, you're trying to have, like, Aubameyang and Lacazette and, like, Guendouzi and Torreira. Like, these veterans and these young guys, like, coming together. And then, like, they do need some help in defense, like, for sure. But you're trying to get it cracking and like have energy. Ozil is like a liability, like 100%. And it's not just his play, because obviously he can do some stuff every once in a while, which is cool. But like, even if he was doing more, it's his attitude. It's just super unprofessional. And it feels like he doesn't want to be there, but he gets paid so much, so he probably wants to stay there. He doesn't want to stop getting that salary. And maybe, so we're going to do the music awards. The music awards are getting released this week, but then we also might record another episode because there's Classico this week, and I want to talk about Ozil again, about what he was saying on Twitter. But his attitude is poor, and his play is arguably even more poor. But this is what I think Arsenal's trying to do. You need to, like, give him the rope so he can do it to himself. I don't want to say the whole idiom, but like you gotta put him out there. So like when it's time to let him go or whatever, I don't know what his contract is like. I have no idea. So you can point to his play and he can't have an excuse, or like his agent or whatever. Like you got to be like, look what you're doing out here. We're giving you minutes and this is how you play. Sort of like Gareth Bale. Like, you can't argue that Gareth Bale is a good player for the last like couple seasons. You look at the film, you're watching him, his stats aren't great. And even aside from his stats, like, you look at him play. So you can't just sit Ozil on the bench forever, which is what Unai was doing. Unai was like, I'm not even going to put the guy out there. I'm trying to win games. And Arsenal did pretty good last season. They were, I want to say fifth in the league, and then they were, which isn't great, obviously, but they were fifth in the league and very close to getting fourth. And then they got to the final of Europa League. Obviously not outstanding, but like, they did okay. I think Unai was like, I'm not having this guy in there messing up my flow, but like, it's a business too. And I feel like maybe, obviously Unai wasn't really winning this season, but maybe the people that handle the money are like, look, he's under contract or whatever, and like, we want to have a clean break with this guy. He's not even a German international anymore. Like, he's not a star anymore, So we need him out there so he can show how bad he is, basically. And he can get these temper tantrums, and so we're justified either not playing him or getting rid of him. So yeah, like, if that's the play, like, that's smart. Like, the dude's not good. The dude is having temper tantrums on the sideline, on the field. Get him out of here, and we don't need that. We can do a lot with that salary. The problem is they're probably not going to get that much money for him. I would imagine. I don't know why a team would pay much more than like 30 million for him, but I guess it'll probably be like 50 million or something like that. He'll probably be better off. I mean, actually, maybe to go to Turkey, teams don't have big budgets like that, but you can probably get some money going to Turkey. Erdogan was like his best man at his wedding or something like that. But, Italy, somewhere in Italy, maybe Milan. I've always said that he should go to Milan, but also, like, I don't know if me and Caesar were talking about this on the episode or just to each other, but like, his position is a bit of a luxury position. Like, he's a 10. And that's kind of a luxury position. He doesn't do much on defense, and he plays slow, but that can work a little bit more in Italy. But yeah, anyway, going back to the match, 3-0 to Man City. I feel like Man City like doesn't lose to like the big teams for real. Well, they lost to Liverpool, but like, coming into this match, I'm like, City's gonna run over Arsenal, and they looked good, and they have so much energy. It'll be interesting. I feel like Liverpool is definitely going to win the league, but it'll be interesting to see if Man City ends up winning Champions League this year. They don't win the league. But yeah, it was a good match. You got to see the best of Raheem Sterling, Kevin De Bruyne. What's his name? What's the Man City in defense as well. Like, you got to see a lot of good football, but Arsenal, man, it's looking bad. But like, not that I have hope for Arsenal. I just know they have good players, and they got to keep them there. If they can keep Aubameyang, Lacazette, Guendouzi, Torreira, I don't know what you're going to do about Pepe. Like, just let him come in as a sub or something like that. But they can do a lot with these players, and they need some help in defense. I don't know who they need, but we'll see. Anyway, we made a podcast, YouTube exclusive. Bam here. C's is going to be streaming. Twitch, we made it C's, and the homie Mufasa's Taquitos, Young Traj. We're going to have him on soon. I think we're going to have another episode about gaming soon. We had that episode, I want to say 72, esports takeover, something like that. But yeah, we'll try to get another one of those soon. But yeah, holler, we made a podcast.com.